In the 1940s, the burlesque dancer known as Miss Zorita became famous for incorporating a snake into her performances. She used to take her snake for walks around the city, drawing a lot of attention. Around 1971, the legendary martial artist Bruce Lee was seen teaching his son Brandon Lee how to kick. Bruce Lee, who is considered one of the greatest legends of martial arts cinema of all time. On July 17, 1955, the iconic Golden Horseshoe Saloon, located in the heart of the Disneyland theme park, hosted a showgirl performance that went down in the history of entertainment. In the 1930s, condom testers were a fairly common profession in some parts of the world. These professionals were hired by condom manufacturers to test the quality and effectiveness of the products. In 1981, Muhammad Ali was a true hero when he saved the life of a war veteran who was about to commit suicide by jumping off a cliff. The man known only as Joe was in a state of deep despair and had decided to end his own life. In 1957, Times Square in New York was an iconic and bustling place with a vibrant, energetic atmosphere. At that time, the area was known for its neon lights and large billboards. In many cities in the United States, it was common to see groups of newsboys getting ready to start their morning newspaper delivery rounds. They were known as newsboys and usually began their activities around 2 a.m. The video rental store was born in the 1980s. These video rental stores became a cultural phenomenon, often serving as a meeting point for movie lovers and generating a sense of community around the choice of films. The image of men working on the rigging of the three-masted steel bark Garth Sneyd in 1920 is a fascinating portrait of the hard work and ingenuity required to operate a vessel of that size. The 1982 image shows Prince Charles and Princess Diana enjoying a moment of leisure during their vacation in the Bahamas. The British royal couple is seen smiling and relaxing on a paradisiacal beach. The 1968 image shows Arnold Schwarzenegger, then an unknown young bodybuilder, seeing New York City for the first time. The image captures a moment of awe and surprise. The image shows actress Marilyn Monroe and singer and actor Sammy Davis Jr. together. In a moment of relaxation and fun, the photo was taken in the 1950s, at a time when both artists were at the height of their careers. The first vacuum cleaner in 1906, Booth was inspired to create the device after observing a steam cleaning device used at a train station that sucked dust and debris from the floor. The photo of Rushmore under construction in 1939 shows the famous mountain in South Dakota at an early stage of its transformation into a monument. The image captures the hard work and skill of the workers. The 1932 image shows men playing golf on a skyscraper in New York, United States. The photograph is emblematic of a time of great urban development in the United States. The photo shows a group of female students in a tap dance class around 1950. It is an energetic and fun dance, popular around the world since the late 19th century. Queenie, the skiing elephant, was an entertainment sensation in the 1950s in the United States. The image portrays Queenie in action with two beautiful young women. The photo shows Douglas Engelbart demonstrating the first computer mouse in 1968. He is using a rectangular wooden device with a button on the top, connected to a computer by a cable. Portrait of hockey goalie Terry Sawchuk. Before masks became standard in 1966, he played in an era when masks were not yet common and suffered many facial injuries throughout his career. The term food truck may seem like something modern, but the truth is that these vehicles on wheels that sell food have existed for almost a century. The first food truck recorded in history appeared in 1918. This was the iceberg that sank the Titanic in 1912, a huge floating block of ice that broke off from the Ilulissat Glacier in Greenland and traveled through the North Atlantic until it collided with the ship. Simone Seguin was a notable figure in the French resistance during World War II. Simone was trained in sabotage, weapons, and military tactics. She played an active role in several missions. She received several honors for her courage and bravery, including the Cross of War and the Medal of the Resistance. Elon Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. As a baby in the 1970s, he lived during a time of great political and social upheaval in South Africa. A female fighter of the Irish Republican Army displaying her assault rifle in the 1970s, the image is a historical record of the armed struggle for Ireland's independence and the participation of women in that struggle. A U.S. Navy pilot ejecting from a plane that was on fire during the Cold War. The photo was taken in 1962 during the Cuban Missile Crisis. A futuristic baby stroller that was designed by a German company called Heko. It featured a sleek and modern design, with curved lines and a frame made of lightweight and durable materials, such as aluminum and plastic. In 1971, the clothing worn by Trans World Airlines flight attendants consisted of an elegant, distinctive ensemble and was a symbol of modern style. Construction worker in Seattle in 1980. Despite the challenges, working in construction in Seattle in the 1980s was a valued and often well-paid occupation. Jane Mansfield was an American actress, singer, and model who achieved great fame in the 1950s and 1960s. In 1950, Jane was still at the beginning of her career and was seeking to establish herself as a Hollywood actress. The construction of the Manhattan Bridge in 1908 was a historic milestone in New York City, and in American civil engineering, the bridge was designed to connect the boroughs of Manhattan and Brooklyn, which had previously been separated by the East River. The Titanic's departure from the port in 1912 was a highly anticipated and exciting event for the passengers and crew on board. The Titanic was a luxury passenger ship, considered at the time to be one of the largest and most modern ships in the world. The ENIAC was the first large-scale electronic digital computer ever built. The ENIAC was a significant technological breakthrough of the time and paved the way for the construction of other large-scale electronic digital computers. The intact seal on King Tutankhamun's tomb was one of the most exciting and significant moments in the history of archaeology and Egyptology. In 1922, the British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered the tomb of the young Egyptian pharaoh. We've reached the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave your like because it helps us a lot.